and using nothing else. And very, very quickly he realized that sort of whatever the structure in these types of positions, I would always look for any excuse to play c4 somewhere. Because I was so bored and so lost in these closed positions that I would just use absolutely any excuse to go like either c4 immediately or dc5 followed by c4. And he was, at some point he started like genuinely making fun of me for that. Like, okay, so here's another position where you're playing c4, Peter, isn't it? And now that I see, Wesley doing sort of exactly that, it does feel very kind of dear to my heart.
Wesley's got a kind of accelerated version.
Yeah. It looks very concrete, and Black has already taken on e5, knight e5, fp. I have a feeling I may have even seen this position.
Yeah, it looks familiar to me too. Bishop takes e5, and I can't remember if it's knight f6 or bishop f6, but yeah, similar. At least this pawn structure arises all the time in this line.
Mm-hmm.
And if
I think importantly after queen h5, we're not obliged to play king f8. We can if we want.
g6.
We can also do this, I think, which forces White to play a very awkward move queen e2, and now we can think about maybe d takes c4 is playable, or although even that is actually kind of risky, right? dc4 and then knight c3, rook d1, knight e4. So maybe you do actually go f8 anyway.
And queen h5, yeah, will cost you a tempo later retreating. Knight f6 comes. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. And the fact that he stopped to think means, okay, maybe he will take on d5. But bishop takes e5, queen h5.
Yeah, this is also, of course, an option, and things will... I mean, queen takes d5 is possible, but I would be reasonably happy with this with White. I think even knight c3, I think, gives us a good position.
But ed5
is unlikely.
ed5 instead. Maybe there's bishop e5 check, and how do we answer this? Do we move on king again?
The same way as usual, I guess. Maybe even king f7. Be bold. Because I do want to play king g8 eventually, yeah?
Yeah, this is true. Castle by hand. Bishop takes e5, knight f6. Yeah, it looks like...
Or maybe even bishop f6. Sort of very concretely, because you might have to develop my knight for me here, which I would like to.
4 is too ambitious here.
Yeah, 4 does look ambitious. Chad is asking, how is bishop takes f5 not good for White? I mean, it's very concrete, because you, after both bishop f6 and knight f6, you will depend very, very much on being able to maintain it on a5 and not allowing Black to free himself, because let's say, I don't know, bishop e2, castles. he certainly played the take on g6 next move. After 95, and like one thing we didn't get right is that here he just takes, goes h2, h4, and says this is like borderline winning for some reason. Because black is completely hamstrung, no moves.
Yeah, bishop d3, rook d6.
Yeah, like rook d6 comes in eventually, but we don't have to hurry with it. So after 95, you don't have to play rook takes g6, but 97 rook g6 is.
How do we refute bishop takes c5 here? Oh, just rook d1.
Or h3, yeah. Bishop b5, which I think rook c4 is very strong too. Because we have bishop g1 in the end.
Yeah, I forgot about bishop g1.
Yeah, we have bishop g1 and we're not getting mated.
Yeah.
And eventually those two probably will decide the game.
Has Parham found a clever way to equalize in